Welcome back. Well, distracted driving comes in many forms: eating and drinking, yelling at your kids in the back seat, even fiddling with the stereo. But some of the most worrisome is texting, and studies show that sending or reading texts take your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds. But at 55 miles per hour, that is like driving the length of a football field with your eyes closed. Joining us now to chat about the impact of distracted driving is Mike Bertling. He is from McLario, Helm, Bertling, and Spiegel Law Offices. Good morning to you, Mike.
Well, good morning, Tiffany.
Good to see you. I just kind of ran through a litany of distracted driving, and I'm sure those are a lot of the things you hear about when you hear about distracted driving. How does that come into play with your practice?
Well, I've been doing this for quite a long time, and I've heard hundreds of times over and over again when I'm interviewing or talking to people involved in accidents, the old common phrase, well, that person came out of nowhere. I never saw him before the accident. And it's really amazing how, and even if you're not, using a cell phone or texting or fiddling with your stereo, just sometimes if you don't look and you're not paying attention, you can actually look down the road but not see. And so it's important to pay attention when you're driving, because there's a lot of accidents that happen because of distracted driving.
I love how you said that you can look down the road and still not see, because so many of us have even had the experience where we're driving somewhere and we don't remember the process of getting there. It's just that sort of you zone out at sometimes, and that's just the reality, unfortunately, of driving at times. And obviously it's a bad one. So I mentioned that texting is the most offensive. Is that true when you see distracted driving, the different types and forms?
Well, 39% of high school students will say that they've texted or emailed in the last 30 days while they're driving. Electronic devices, well, 660,000 drivers will be using their electronic devices daily on the highway, according to statistics. So these devices are, everywhere, and everybody's using them, and they are a distraction, obviously. And so that's why there's laws against texting when you're driving, and it's hard not to do sometimes, but it's really important to try to avoid that.
I have a family member who simply was bringing flowers to his mother, and the flowers tipped over, and he bent down to pick the flowers up so they wouldn't spill and hit someone. And I think it can be something so innocent even at those times. Do you have any stories that you can share how distracted driving truly affected someone's life?
Oh, yeah, I've had just what you mentioned. I had a case once where this individual, my client, was hit by a car that the person dropped something on the floor of the car and was bending over to pick it up, thought they could do it quickly, and the car went over the center line and caused a very serious accident. And, and the person, I'm sure, thought that was safe and he could do it quickly. But, whenever you take your eyes off the wheel, like you said, the car does travel about, at 55 miles an hour, about 100 feet a second. So if you want to close your eyes and go that far, that's not a wise thing to do. It's pretty dangerous.
Absolutely it is. So let's talk about some tips that you could give to people so that they're not as distracted, or even tips we can give to our loved ones to make them less distracted while they're driving.
Well, I don't want to pick on the young people again, but young people between the ages 16 and 19 are more likely to be involved in distracted accidents than people who are over 20. And so, it's important to talk to your kids, but talk to everybody and just kind of keep a few of these safe rules in mind. You should probably try to impress upon people that when you're in the car, you just don't use the cell phone. You don't use it for any reason. The cell phone is in the car for an emergency, and it's to be used maybe when you stop, pull over if you have to. Just don't use it when you're driving. Use the do not disturb function on your phone. So if someone's calling or texting you, you're not distracted and you don't have the temptation to maybe pick that up and take your eyes off of the road. Also finish eating and drinking before you get in the car and go somewhere. There's a lot of drive-throughs, obviously, and with the pandemic, people have been using them a lot, or were using them a lot. And so it's hard, and the temptation is there to start eating while you're leaving the drive-through. But try to avoid that, because that's just as bad as texting when you're bending over to pick something up, or drinking, or taking your eyes off the road for that. And I guess another thing that I find from my experience is, start your trip in style. What that means, or how I like to think of it, is make certain you're groomed. you're dressed, your makeup is on, everything's ready to go, so you're not fiddling around with, putting something on or trying to get your arm in a jacket when you're driving down the road. Get ready to go, get set to go, make certain you look the way you want to look, and then you're safe to go.
So true. We've all seen it. Most of us are guilty. I think at the end of the day, we've got to be defensive as a driver, right? What should you do if you see a distracted driver? Because this could affect you.
Yeah, and a lot of things that I do in my practice is I'm asking people who are in accidents, did you make eye contact with the person? Did you look at the person before the accident occurred? If you're in an intersection, you're about to go through an intersection, did you look over at the person at the stop sign and see if they're looking at you? And that's kind of important to see if people are looking around. If they're not, you just be a little more careful because they might be distracted. They might be doing something else. And also, of course, if you see a car weaving around, you can, a lot of times tell, oh, that person's texting. I can just tell that. You want to give them a lot of room. Just back off.
I've seen people so distracted on their phones, also distracted vaping in their car. And I was like, really? So I think that's a great point. Yeah, you don't have to stare offensively, but just take a glance and see if people are paying attention, and then you adjust how you're driving in response. I think that's great advice. Thanks so much for joining us today. It was so good to see you.
All right, good to see you too, Tiffany.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. All right, here we go. Well, the law offices of McLario, Helm, Bertling, and Spiegel have this great resource. It's called 5 Mistakes to Avoid If You're in a Crash. You can get it for free. Just download it and keep it in your glove compartment. Go to McLario.com to get that download.